Welcome to AlphaCars Motorcycles. My name is Ian, and today I have a very special little MG to share with you. This is a 1954 MG TF with a very impressive ownership history. I encourage you to view this vehicle on our website, alphacars.com. There in the listing, if it is still available, as this vehicle is for sale, you can find the pricing and the long list of technical data, including that very special history on this MG. It would take quite a while to explain all that in the video, so I'm gonna leave that to you to do some reading on our website. But in this video, we're gonna do a condition overview of this MG. Of course, the condition is very, very good for the age. We'll even round it out with checking out the underbody on the lift and doing a fun driving segment. This thing is turnkey, ready to go, super fun to drive. The inputs and the controls are actually very easy to use once you learn what they are and where they are. But the focus of this video, like I said, is the condition. So let's get into that. First, we're gonna start on the exterior. Obviously, right now, the top is stowed away, and there are side panels, like side windows to go in. So towards the end of this segment, I will put the top up, put those panels on, and we can check out the condition of all that. But of course, we're right outside in the sunlight, so really any blemishes are gonna be easily seen. Of course, it does have imperfections throughout. There is a little bit of the a little bit of aging here and there, but overall, I mean, look at this red paint. It has such a deep gloss to it. And all the chrome appears very nice. It has the backwards opening doors, or suicide doors, whatever you may refer to them as. And you can see the upholstery on the inside. That's in very good condition. The seats are in phenomenal condition. You can see the little bit of wear on the sill here, from the door kind of scraping a little bit over the years. And as we come around to the side, we can see like even the edges of these are in very good shape. The panel edges, sorry, I need to keep the camera on what I'm talking about. The beauty caps on the steel wheels, the MG logo there. Spare wheels in really nice condition with the beauty cap on there. You can see the chrome around the light fixture, chrome bumper. A little bit of like light pitting here and there occasionally, but pretty much as you would expect for the age. And this vehicle, it was definitely enjoyed and driven, and you can view the specific mileage reading on the website. Got the fuel tank back here. There's a little MG logo on the release. See, it pops right open. There we are. Now let's move around to the right side, but that is the driver's side. It's not the passenger side on this vehicle. As you'll learn in the history, it was actually imported, so it's a right-hand drive unit. And we've got, a couple little chips here and there, but overall everything is very solid. Same thing with the steel wheel over here. We've got the sort of running board and the door over here. There was some previous sort of touch-up done in this area, as we can see from the door just kind of scraping on it like the other side. But the door upholstery looking good. Seat upholstery is amazing. It's also very comfortable. And this is kind of an interior and exterior all at once, because it's all kind of easy to get to with the top down. And back here, you can see the sort of material back here is pretty good. And this actually opens, and it's a large kind of storage box with the wood floor. And all this is in good condition. It has a mat in there. You can see I can peel the mat up, and the wood floor is in good condition there. Looking at the dash and gauges, all the gauges do work. Get to see that later when we drive it. The steering wheel there. Gear selector does have some little floor mats in it. But I'll take this one out so you can see the carpet condition is really, really good. And we've got some various electrical connections and mechanical connections. There's the pedals there. The throttle pedal, I actually really like the throttle pedal in this car. It's not even a pedal, it's more of like, it's a roller. Kind of like a roller tappet or something on like a camshaft. It's just like a little roller that your foot goes on. And it's pretty cool. It's easy to use, it's smooth. And yeah, we've got the carpet over here. Even like the boot for the gear selector. This is all really good. Right now it's in neutral. There we go, click it in reverse. We can get a little bit better view at the gear selector there. It's in good shape. You've got this deep storage pockets in the dash up here. And yeah, the doors, they all latch smoothly. It's all easy to use. The glass is in good condition as well. We can see the lightest bit of the aging on the rubber, kind of like right here. You can see the little bit of the cracking, but it is still solid. Like, it is still kind of malleable. It is still solid. Now we'll get the engine bay popped open. I'll show you kind of one side at a time. Here's the sort of build tag on the car. There you go. And yeah, I mean, checking out the little 4-cylinder here. You'll see later in the video, it sounds good, runs good. It's definitely in very good original condition. And of course, it's been kept up with, usual maintenance. Got the dual carburetors here. And on the intake, or sorry, rather the exhaust manifold, as this vehicle has the intake and the exhaust on one side. Little MG logo there on the white exhaust manifold, pretty cool. And yeah, recent battery, you can see 2025, no hesitation there. And there's your cooling fan in there. A little bit of chipping paint here and there, but everything's solid, and the car does run really good. You can see how nice the hood latches there. We'll latch this side as well. Get the full experience. As the sun goes away, we can actually see the paint in different lights. Now the sun's coming back. Maybe a little less noticeable on camera as it kind of adjusts, but it is cool to get the clouds and then the full sunlight. And I think the last thing I'm gonna touch on, the steel wheels have a little bit of the kind of surface corrosion and the cracking paint here and there. It is very minimal. I think we already took a look at this side pretty thoroughly. And back to this side. Yeah, this was the wheel right here. I just wanted to point out, you can just see there's a little bit of the kind of superficial corrosion with the cracking paint. So just want to show that. But we can see how solid this car is underneath. This thing is amazing underneath. And we will get a better view at that in the next segment or two when we get it up on our lift. And now I've got the top up with the side panels on. And let's check out the condition. Overall, the condition, I mean, it really speaks for itself. There's no like major, tears or stitching coming off. A little bit of wear, sort of right here, but it's not really compromising much. But as far as like the main top, we've got the little window here. All the stitching down here looks good. A little bit of color, fading here and there, but no major like stains or damage. And same thing, the stitching all up here looks great. It's very easy to use. I can show you inside the sort of little clamp system it uses. But even these little side panels, they have the little touches, like the little chrome bars around the windows. Overall, very clear. A couple scuffs in the driver's window there, which is, of course, this is like a plastic material. Passenger side though, very clear, looking very good. You can open up this door. You can see how it connects there. The inner frame looks really good. Looking at it from the inside, we do have some images of the inside of this as well, but just to show it on video, the sort of like hoop system, the metal frame, it's in really good shape. And you have these little like twist clamps. So there's one here and there's one down there. And all you do is loosen it up and then you fold it back. That's really it. So pretty cool. And if I get myself in here, we can see the condition of the fasteners back here. This is the crank start. This car does have the provision to put the crank in to start it by hand if you so please. And yeah, we can see the sort of hinges back here, all the fasteners. Everything's in good shape in here. And same thing over here on the inside, the frame inside of this panel. It's all looking great. And lastly, let's get a look at this from the driver's side, which is on this vehicle, the right side. And yeah, it all looks very nice. So now what we're gonna do is just briefly check out the car in our shop on our lift. Overall, it's in awesome condition, and we've made it even better here at AlphaCars. We've done quite a few mechanical improvements. We can see some of the evidences of the mechanical suspension improvements. We've also done quite a bit, I believe, with the brakes and the wheel bearings, a few other things of that nature. We've also done some rust repairs here. So this MG, we were very lucky to catch some early signs of the rust damage, and we were able to repair it properly. And before it was too late, so to speak. Really, you would never know it had the little bit of rust concerns in a couple areas, which I will talk about in this video. We did just complete the rust preventive treatment. We did clear fluid film, so no, it's not a black product. You can see that textured coating on the rear axle here, as well as even on the vehicle body behind it and back here as well. So nothing's like being hidden or covered with the black product. It's just the clear wax oil coating. But let's start at the front of the MG and just do the thorough inspection. This vehicle is so solid, so well taken care of. It's in really impressive condition. Of course, for the age and the nature, of these vehicles, rust is always a major concern on this sort of era of the MGs. And you can even see like the bottom of the panel edges here, of the vehicle body, the fender edges, everything is super solid, looking awesome. These big wide fenders, super cool. Of course, we have the bags over the wheels still from when we were doing the rust preventative treatment, but you can see the springs, the backing plates there for the brakes. You can even see some of the new brake hardware poking through there. Front of the engine. Big oil pan there. And as we move our way back, we can see the frame rails are super solid. And once again, it just has that textured clear coating. Same thing at the end of the transmission here and the drive shaft leading back to the axle. Cross members, the leaf springs. Everything is looking awesome, as well as the underside of the vehicle body. And now let's talk about, the rust a little bit. We can see this side, this fender. This is all very solid. A little bit of light, maybe corrosion, just in here. Just want to point that out. And I'll point out a little bit of the light corrosion in that corner. But you can see the edge of the panel and the outside of the panel is unaffected. There's just some of that corrosion there, which we've applied the fluid film, which will considerably slow that down. So this area here on the bottom of the fenders, on both sides, this had a little bit of rust damage. So here at AlphaCars, we refinished this, did the fabrication, and we did this awesome sort of textured chip guard to prevent, because the reason these rust through is the rock chips hit them and it chips the paint, and then the rust starts and the rest is history. So we've done the nice textured, rubberized chip guard there, and then also just a nice painted pinstripe just above to give it that little bit of flair. And both sides, we've done the same. Our body technician, he's really, he's actually is an artist, but it comes through in his work. He really does phenomenal work. And then at the end, I believe, I don't even know what side. I believe on this end of the frame, there was like the littlest bit of the rust damage at the end. So we did the patch there. And you can see, like, you wouldn't even know. We're fully transparent. And the vehicle owner, they wanted to have the approach that would be a long-lasting repair, but still be, affordable, which is why there might be, a little bit of light surface corrosion left here and there. He didn't want to go through the whole thing and do like a restoration, just wanted it to be the sort of affordable and reasonable approach to make sure the vehicle is 100% solid and catch anything that we really don't want to leave to get worse. And welcome to the driving segment of the video. We've got the MG outside. It's a nice warm sunny day. The top is down, the side panels are removed. We can see how well this paint shines in the sun. And yeah, Justin has the camera for this segment, so thank you, Justin, for filming. And he's also got a microphone so he can give us some input on how the MG feels to ride in. I invite Justin to get in through the suicide opening or backwards opening door. It's kind of cool how you kind of sit in the car and then swing your feet in. And he's also on the left side, as this car is right-hand drive, so usually he would be on the driver's side. But this vehicle, as we've learned either earlier in the video or on our detailed online listing that has a lot of this car's history, you know, this car was brought over here. It was imported, so it's the right-hand drive here. But now let's get it started. We can just put on the ignition right here. I will note, like, this is the blinker switch. We can hear that clicking. You know, blinkers work great. We've got the light switch here, which this pops a couple times if I turn it, like so. Gotta kind of be gentle with things, but there we go. But yeah, let's start it up. First, we'll put it in neutral. Put the e-brake down, which usually, I guess, we'll leave that up for safety, but it is in neutral. And literally all we have to do is just pull the start lever here, and it fires right up. So this car was being stored in our showroom, which is around like 70 degrees, 65, 70 degrees. And all we had to do was, we barely cracked this choke, like barely cracked it, and it fired right up in the showroom. And now it's very happy. You can hear it has excellent throttle response. And of course, we're all ready to go because there are no seat belts. There's nothing to do there other than just really hold on tight. There is a bar up here that you can kind of hold on to as a passenger. But now, you know, brake pedal's pretty firm. Of course, there is a little bit of action before it grabs, but a vehicle of this era, you know, the brakes do stop firm. They are in good shape. And yeah, clutch in, right into first gear. And off we go. Of course, this sort of gearbox is gonna have some noise, gonna have some chatter. Turning circles, honestly, not too bad. This large diameter steering wheel, with the fact that the vehicle does not weigh much, it's very easy to turn. Gonna go for second. Super smooth. Clutch is smooth. And now as we come around our building, we're in second. Give it a bit more gas. Oh yeah, it's great. And now we're gonna pretend we're stopping. Well, we are gonna be stopping. There's nothing we're pretending about it. We're gonna pretend we're at a stop sign. So came to a stop, brakes nice and smooth. Clutch, right into first. Off we go. Right into second. And yeah, like there's nothing to it. And now as we come to the stop again, once again, brake pedal works nice. All right, so we're gonna put the parking brake down. And a good tip in the vintage cars, when you're going to put the parking brake up, push down on the brake pedal all the way, because then you're expanding those shoes in the back. And then you can pull your parking brake up, and then you let go of the brake. That way you're not stretching the cables or putting too much strain on that. Just a tip there for the classic cars. But yeah, we're gonna do clutch in. And here it's awesome throttle response. And the clutch is like, the throttle and the clutch, it's very easy in this car. It's very surprising. Right into second. And yeah, we'll do it one more time. We'll come to a stop. Yeah, brake's pretty good. Right into first. A little speedier start. All right, well, I don't know about the viewers, but that was really fun. Hopefully that was fun to watch. If you are interested in this MG, be sure to reference the listing on our website. You can view a bunch of stuff that we really don't have the time to like go over everything, every little thing in this video. As far as the history, this car has an awesome, very unique history, which is exactly what you know, the car enthusiast would be looking for. Sometimes the history on the car is just as important as the car itself. And yeah, I encourage you to reference that information. Reach out to our team if you have further questions or you want to move forward with pursuing this MG. Thanks to Justin for filming this segment. And leave a like on the video if it was helpful, if you thought this MG was cool, and subscribe for more motoring content.